Alright guys, we have arrived. We're going to offload the boat and then take some stuff up to the cabin. Then we'll come out in about 40 minutes and bring back a shovel. I got the 2 buckets here. I'll show you in a second. And yeah, we'll get this thing started. Hopefully everything works out good. Alright, hey guys, so this is the outhaul. So what we're going to try to do is spread these apart a little bit and then put more anchors on it, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, let's get to work. I don't like clowns, but if I did, they're here. Alright guys, so let's go into the mechanics of this stuff. Alright, so here I got 2 anchors on this side, right? And then that is attached to this pulley. And then over here, we got 3 anchors on this side. So you got 1, 2, 3. That's the one I just added. And then there's the second pulley. So these pulleys stay underwater unless it's a negative 4-point tide. Alright, and then I got 2 pulleys up on the tree. I'll show you those in a second. And basically, so what we do is we come up here, we beach our boat, or just pull up to the shore, and then we got a loop in this line here. And so when we're done with everything, we just pull this line out. We'll see the pulleys. Alright, there you go. Alright, so it's really windy, but you get the gist. So what we do is we pull that line tight until you have that loop hits this bottom anchor out here, this bottom pulley. So that pulls the boat out a little over 100 meters from the highest tide. And so this thing will get beached every once in a while, but that's only going to be during negative tides. So anything 3.5 and higher or lower negative tide, the boats might get beached. But you can see when it gets beached, it's all just sand. So I'm not worried about it. Now, if we were getting beached up there, where it's all rocks, then we got issues, but down here, no big deal. So all right, I'll take you up top. So this is what the bottom part of the outhaul looks like. We've got 2 anchors attached to 2 separate pulleys. Alright guys, so we showed you the 2 anchors out there with the pulleys up there, and then we've got 2 pulleys attached to trees here, one on this tree, one on the tree behind me. And basically what we do is that one little loop, we tie our bow line to that loop, send it out in the water, and then when we come up here, we've got another loop tied. We pull this guy tight, And then I've got some line tied to the tree. And what we do is we tie it tight, and then I wrap it around both sides of this line. Alright, so I wrap it around both sides of this line here, and what that does is it prevents the line from swaying back and forth. It kind of just locks it in place. So that pretty much sums up how these things work. I mean, guys use them all the time, not permanently, but like if you're going, you know, just going out for a couple hours, you can set a miniature out haul up. You know, if you're going hunting for a couple hours or so, you can do a little out haul, send your boat out, then come back. But this is more permanent. That's why we've got several anchors out there now, because what happens is in the winter time it gets really windy, and so like let's say the wind's blowing this way, so the wind will blow this way, and all that weight of the boat wants to pull this anchor this way, and then when the wind's blowing the other way, it wants to pull to this anchor that way. So every year they just seem to get a little closer and closer. So what we do is every year try to keep them, just spread them out, even if it's a foot. Like today I think we spread it out about 1.5 feet, but every little bit helps, because when they get super close, then the lines cross real easy. So I heard something about hooking buoys up to the lines, and that keeps the lines from crossing. So I'll have to read some more on that, but we may give that a shot, because in the wintertime, you know, like if these are the two lines and the boat's hooked to this one and the wind's blowing real hard, I mean, it totally crosses them. And then when you're trying to pull the boat up, it's difficult, you know. Not, you know, and then you got to fight all the seaweed, the grass, and the kelp. So, you know, every little bit helps. So that's what we try to do, is just to mitigate as many problems as we can. And yeah, so like I said, this is basically it. This is how the out haul works. All right, I brought my crab pots out. We're gonna throw them in the boat, and then on the way back in today, we'll throw them guys out and see if we can get some crab for my mom. She'll like crab. Yeah, I think everybody likes crab. All right, let's get these things in the boat. All right, that's the lowdown on an out haul. So if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We'd love having you around. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.